What's going on, guys? Shadow Raj here and welcome back to the channel. Yesterday we did our 30 dark max battles and raids to evolve one of our cub foods into Urshifu, the single strike form. Today we're going to be working on the water type. That way we can evolve our other cub foo into the rapid strike Urshifu. So that's going to be our goal for the day. We'll do some leaders. Don't know if I'll show them, but that's kind of what the plan is. So with that being said, let's get into it. And I'll go ahead and show you how I started this morning off. So when I woke up, I was checking the yard and this is what we found. Found a shiny Metatite. Not the most exciting thing, but you know, it is what it is. It's a better start than the weather that we're having. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so hopefully that clears off. I didn't see that in the forecast, but yeah, we got a shiny Metatite this morning. That was pretty cool, and that was our first catch of the day. So feel out of love when that happens. And the stats weren't the best, but you know, we'll take it. And something I forgot to show you guys yesterday was our lucky trades. We are now at 32. We haven't done our 100 trades today, so we're gonna be even higher after we do that. We got 6 the first day, 7 the next day, 8 the next day, and then we got 11 yesterday. So that was pretty amazing. Glad to see that. But we also have another level 48 challenge, which is catch 480 normal type, win 14 raids, and then spin a Pokestop 14 days in a row. So another time log deal, but you know, it's not that crucial. All right, we've got a Squirtle brought down. This is gonna be our first one of the day. It's technically gonna be our third one with our Cub Foo. We did a Max Battle Krabby yesterday, and we also did a Marini raid. So this should be number 3. We'll check that after this, but can we get a green shelled turtle? Let's see, we did not. And a 515. I do not remember the hundo for this guy, but I don't think it's 515, and it's definitely not. I think we already have a hundo Squirtle, so let's go ahead and check that real quick. Yeah, we already have one right here. It's 540, so that's pretty awesome. So now we know, but as well, our Cub Foo is at 4. Okay, so I missed one somewhere, but we're at 4 now, so let's get to grinding. And we have a Marini beat. This is gonna be number 5 on the day, so that's pretty exciting. And it looks like it's gonna be a lot like yesterday. They're just kind of spread out all over the place, so that's gonna be exciting. But let's go ahead and see if we can get a pink one here. That'd be pretty amazing. Survey says we did not, and a 547. And on this one, you want a 555, and it is getting ready to start raining, so need to take some cover real quick. I'll be back shortly. All right, guys, we are back. As you can tell, we are no longer on the bike. That rain was brutal. So after a wet ride home and then a quick change and rinse down, we are back at it. We are in the Jeep, and you know, it's gonna rain off and on, so unfortunately, this is what we'll have to do today. And as I say that, I can hear it hitting the rooftop, but it's all good. We've got a Krabby here. Let's see if this will bring us a green one or an 892. That'd be pretty awesome. Survey says it is not green, and an 846, so not a hundo. We've got it caught. I don't know if you can hear it hitting the top of the roof, but it's not super heavy, but too heavy to risk the camera or the phone. But let's go ahead and check this. Even though we know it's not a hundo, it's almost a floor, so that's pretty fun. And that should be number 6 on the day, so let's keep grinding. We've got another Krabby here. Let's see what we get this time. We also have 2 Marinis after this, so nice little cluster right here. But this one is not green, and a 863. All right, we have the first Marini here. Hopefully it's pink, but we're also looking for a 555 or a 694 weather boosted. And survey says you will be not pink and a 531, so that's unfortunate. And we have another Marini, and there's one after this, but we're gonna have to travel to get that one. But before we do that, we also have a Squirtle right next to this, so this is working out really nice. A lot better than it did yesterday, but unfortunately we have to be in the Jeep. Maybe if it clears up, then I'll get back out on the bike, but as for now, we'll just play it safe this way and see what we get from this one. I really hope it's pink. That'd be really nice. Survey says it is not, and a 515. We've got it caught, and is 40 off any good? Nope, 40 off is almost the floor, so that's somewhere around 510 probably gonna be the floor. But here's that Squirtle. We'll go ahead and beat this and see what it brings us. All right, we have that Squirtle beat, and we actually do have a shiny Dynamax Blastoise and a 100% Dynamax Squirtle, so anything here is just a bonus, but let's see if we can get something really cool. survey says we are going to get not a shiny and a 502, so terrible. We are back with another Marini, and it has finally changed over to rainy weather, so this one is not a hundo. I seen it was a 653, I believe is what it said, but maybe it'll be a shiny. And let's see, will you be pink? You will not. And yeah, 653. Remember, we want a 694, so this one's not the best. And I figured this would be a pretty easy set to complete. We got our third shiny Galarian Zigzagoon, so that's pretty neat. And let's go ahead and do a Ultra Ball just in case. And that was terrible. But yeah, we've got the set complete, so that's pretty freaking awesome. And this thing's boosted, so I'm sure all of you guys have them, but if you need it, it's out there. And we've caught one every single day of this event so far, so that's interesting. And that's surprisingly decent, so that's pretty cool. So I just beat a Sierra and we got this Trapinch, but it was in the same spot that we got that 93 Gibble yesterday. And check it out, it's a 93. And almost the exact, you know, they swapped the HP and defense, but they're pretty much the same. And we also have this one from a few days ago, so we can go ahead and, that one's got 15 attack, I'll go ahead and leave it as a shadow. We'll go ahead and purify this one and get a hundo, so that's pretty cool. Pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty funny that in the same spot, in this 2 days in a row, we got 93 shadows. But, you know, sometimes it works like that. Would have been really cool if it was a shiny. But yeah, and there's a hundo, so that's pretty fun. All right, we are back, and as you can tell, we are out of the Jeep, and the rain has been blown away by the wind, so it's gonna be a little bit more windy, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. But we do have a Lapras here. I believe this will take us down to 8 battles left. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a purple one here. That'd be pretty fantastic. And survey says we did not, but 1432. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this, and yeah, not too great, but we gotta hustle to the next raid. All right, we're back with a Samurott. We're looking for a 1601 and a shiny. Can we get either? Not a shiny and a 1589, so didn't get either on this one. We've got a Marini here, and then we've got another one a couple blocks away, so maybe one of them will shine for us. That'd be pretty sweet. And we've got some checks right there, so that's pretty cool. Well, a check. We'll have a check after this next raid, but is it pink? It is not. And a 535. We did get the 98 earlier. We got that 553, and or we got the 554. 555 is the hundo, but you know, maybe we can get it on the next one. We are back with that other Marini, and then after this we'll do an update and see how many we have left. Should be getting pretty close, but we also have a check that could be a Lapras or a Bombardier, so that'd be pretty cool to get a shiny one of those. And let's see, can we get a pink one here? Nope, still can't, and a 531, so no hundo either, but we'll catch this and then we will check out how many we have left. And if we take a look here, we have 5 left, so we're getting pretty close. All right guys, we are back with a leader, and check this out. We finally got a shiny horsey. That is freaking awesome. So now we have 1 of each of the leaders. That's pretty amazing, and we have 2 from Sierra, so we are at the tipping point. Once we get a next one, we'll be over halfway. Right now, we're just below halfway. So that's pretty freaking awesome, and there it is being registered to the decks. Pretty freaking amazing, I do say so myself. Like I said, our luck's been turning around with these lately, but let's go ahead and see. Yep, not any good, but it doesn't matter, we'll take it. All right, we've got a Carvana here, and the clouds are starting to roll back in, so hopefully we can wrap this up pretty quick. Might sit here and do some couple remote raids to finish it up, but we are sitting on top of a second Carvana, so we would only have to do 3 more remote raids. That might be what we do. But let's go ahead and see what we get here. Not a shiny and a 554. Not too good, I don't believe. 554, I keep switching that up with the Beldum. Beldum is 558, so this 554 makes me think that it's good, but I know that it's not. but we'll check it, and yeah, not the best. But let's see, there should be another one here. Yep. So let's go ahead and battle this, and maybe we can get people for that Gyarados. We'll see. All right, the second Carvana is being brought down, and man, this wind it's calm right now, but it keeps giving me some good gusts, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad in the video. But let's see if we can get a shiny Carvana on this one. We've been having pretty rough luck with these raids. I mean, we got another shiny Shadow today, but so I'll take that. I'll take that over these raids. But let's see what we get here. Still not a shiny, and a can't see it, moved over to the side. I was looking at that raid invite. But let's go ahead and try to catch this thing and see if it's any good. And it's a 553, so we know it's not going to be any good, but it's all right. All right, we are here with our final raid. And we did a Marini, so let's see if we can get a shiny here. It'd be really nice to get one, but who knows. And I would have recorded, and we did get a shiny, yes, let's go. And I would have recorded the other ones, is what I was gonna say, but there was like a couple kids, like 10-year-olds, screaming, like obviously siblings. They were just screaming at each other, and I was like, I'll just do these battles real quick. But check it out, we got a shiny Marini. It's been a pretty good day, I'll definitely take it. And we'll go ahead and catch this, and I didn't even look at the CP. I think it said like 657 or something. So it's weather boosted, and it's not gonna be a hundo if it's 657. But let's go ahead and register that to the deck. So that's pretty amazing. One more of those and that set's complete. That's really nice. I'm glad to end it that way. But let's check it out. Yeah, pretty decent. It's 683. I don't know where I got the 57. I was just excited that it was a shiny, so it happens. But let's go ahead and evolve this Cubfu. So there we are. We've got all the battles, and now we can get the Rapid Strike. We need 9 more candies, but we'll go ahead and use those rare candies. So all of our Cubfu candies are gone, but we can always best buddy this one too and gain some candies that way. That's pretty freaking awesome. I don't know if it's super useful or anything. I haven't looked to see how good of a attacker it is or anything like that, but we got it in the deck, so that's pretty freaking awesome. We've got the Single Strike and the Rapid Strike. And just to take a look again at the stats, you know, decent. Better than, you know, could have been a lot worse. Could have been the floor. 10, 10, 10. That'd have been pretty bad since you only got 2 encounters if you did both researches. But so we'll take a look at our shinies on the day. Apparently we got a Zigzagoon last night at some point from the gacha, so that's pretty interesting. And one of our lucky trades was this Trapinch. That's pretty cool, right? Just a random trade. So that's a 91. We'll definitely take that. But we got the Meditite this morning, we got the Zigzagoon, and I thought that was complete in the set, but we already had the set complete. Then we got the shiny Shadow Horsey, which is freaking amazing. And then we got the Marini just now, so let's go ahead and check our hundos. And I know there was a secret one in there, and a Wooper I didn't even know about, but we got a Shroodle yesterday, was it? Let's go ahead and take a look, 22, yeah, so yesterday we got a Shroodle from a hatch. That's pretty freaking awesome. And then we also got this in the wild. I didn't know about that until just a little bit ago. And then here's the purified Trapinch that we did earlier. Obviously this Wooper that we just got, so that's pretty awesome. We'll definitely take it. And then there was also the Sandile, which completely slipped my mind. It's been like 5 or 6 days since I got that. Yeah, forgot to tell you guys about it. But all right guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. That'd be really appreciated. And let me know down in the comments how you're doing on this event. Did you get any shinies that you were after, and which ones are you after? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more of this content, you can check it out right here. And don't forget, you can subscribe on the other side. I'd really appreciate that. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.